What's up, everybody? PJ Braun here with Chris Luke, aka Coach Luke. And this is the third installment of the new version of Project Freak Volume 2. We're doing legs today. We have to ease into the leg day. A lot of people hate leg day. I always love leg day. I know one thing about Chris is he's got balls. I'm not allowed to say that on YouTube. He does. So he's down for anything. So I have to put a lot of thought into specifically how I wanted to do this, because the first half of my career versus the second half of my career, I changed my legs considerably different. And I don't want to say that I wasn't squatting like crazy until I was like 25, 26 years old, because I grew up as a power lifter, competed in a bunch of competitions. The squat was the lift that I was best at. I squatted 550 raw as a 198-pound teenager, and I was proud of the fact that I could move that weight. But I figured out, and I can't take all the credit, it was Ben Mikulski actually that piqued my interest in trying some different methods for quads, that I responded really, really well to hack squats and really variations of leg presses. And that was when my legs started to grow, at least from the front. So I could do a really basic ass workout today and do it how I did at the beginning of my year, which was a lot of sets of squats and, of course, extensions, curls, things like that after. Or I could show you more of a variation what I would do the second half of my career, where I think I made a lot of progress. So I decided to go with the second version. And I don't want to deter you from doing squats, because a squat is a great exercise. But if I were to pick one exercise just to hit my whole lower body, it would be the squat. If I was to pick one exercise for my quads, though, it'd be the hack squat. And if I was going to pick one exercise for my hamstrings, it'd be the lying hamstring curl. But that doesn't mean that I don't do Romanian deadlifts and all these other things. So think of it like that. I believe that the squat is an ideal exercise for the lower body, but we're doing a lot of volume today. So we're going to hit it from different angles. And we're getting into, like I said, this second half of my career where it was more volume and repetitions. We're going to start out with hamstrings. Now, all right, so we don't have a lying ham curl. We got this piece for the gym. Nordic athlete, freak athlete. It's actually a pretty cool machine. This leg developer attachment that goes on to where you can do a ham curls and extensions. So I'm very happy to have this now. We're going to start out with an easy set of 15 here.
Just both legs?
Yep. Good. So most important thing when you do these hamstring curls is you want the pad right on the back of your Achilles there. There you go. Just get a nice little rhythm going in there. So he's really elite. You can see the development in his hamstrings quite a bit. Good, man. Do 4 working sets of 10 to 12 reps. Just throw a 25 on there. This thing gets heavy fast, I notice. So 10 to 12. Good. Good. You can hold on to those handles down there if you want. On the pads. See them on the pads? Right
oh, there. Yeah, there we go.
Mm-hmm. Lock yourself on. Good. 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 Good, bro. Want to try 10?
Yeah.
Have you used this in here, right?
Yeah. I've been doing it with one leg at a time.
Okay.
And just like sliding 10s on.
Mm-hmm. Good. 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 Nice. Good, bro. Good. So I want to show you guys a little tip just to change the stress on any hamstring curl, whether it's lying, seated, whatever. This is, again, goes into alignment of the hips and ankles when everything is in a completely straight line, right? And you're neutral. This is the way that your body wants to be. So if you're externally rotated or internally rotated, right? Meaning if you're coming out with your hip and toe or in, right? Pigeon toed, as they call it, you're going to change the way the stress is. So if you're laying here and you put your feet super, super close together like this and do your hamstring curls like that, you're going to feel it in the inside of your hamstring a lot. If you open up a little bit, right? And you let your toes come out a little bit and curl like this up, you're going to actually feel it in the outside of your hamstrings a lot. So you can play around with that yourself and feel the differences and where the focus is. And you might like one way or the other. Or if you're someone that's very advanced in your bodybuilding and you feel like perhaps that you have an area that needs that work, needs that detail more, you can prioritize your training like that. So I encourage you to try that, those different variations and feel the difference.
All right, you want me to make this heavier? Or?
Yeah, let's have 10 on. You seem to be handling it real strict. Good. 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 Nice. Good. 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 Good job.
Yeah, I can definitely feel a difference. I tried like 6 picks.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Good. And as hamstrings are lean, you can see all the separation, which is cool. You can see the muscles actually working and contracting. You know, the lying hamstring curl is basically like the barbell curl for your lower body. You're just curling that muscle up. That's the bicep of the leg right there. Good. Good. Good, bro. Good. All right. So now, we flushed some blood in there. This is a great superset combo. You really maximize time and effort. Because I'm going to have them do a high rep seated hamstring curl, right? This machine is a little jacked up. So you can't lock yourself in the correct way. So he's going to get himself locked in here. We're going to do these high reps. So he's going to come in a good rhythm, squeeze this contraction every time. I'm going to have him do 20 reps of this. And then when he finishes, though, he's going to come over and he's going to do a super slow, strict Romanian deadlift. Some people are very, very strong with these, but this, for the purpose of today's workout, is not about weight. So with the Romanian deadlift, you have a soft knee and your glutes, right, are kicked back until you feel that stretch all the way down. The bar stays close to your body, and then you're pushing your heels into the floor and pressing through it. It's not a stiff leg when your legs are locked out. If you have a completely locked out leg, you're going to feel all the stress right here behind your knee. I don't want that. So we're contracting with the seated hamstring curls and flying this area. So when he goes into the RDL, he's going to be feeling it all the way up in the insertion in here. So we're really, really wiping everything out top to bottom. This exercise is more, when you superset it like this, it's more about the stretch. Going slow, feeling that stretch, and then coming back. So give me 20.
Let's see. Where's the
Right here. Slow, controlled. What I do is I just push down on it with my hands. Yeah. Good. Good. Come on. Good. 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 Nice. Good. Now you're gonna come right over here. You're gonna do these nice and slow. 10 to 12, that's it. Just slow, control. A little less bend in the knee though. Just stick your hips back. There you go. Yep. Good. Good. Yep. When you start to come up, push your heels into the floor hard, so you really feel it drive all the way up to the insertion up in there. So when you start doing RDLs, if it's not an exercise that you've done before or you're not really sure about it, gotta really take your time and learn the form before you jump up into heavy weights. Is a conventional deadlift where you're pulling off the floor. Once you get used to it, your jumps in weight will go right up. But there's a lot involved in that versus this being really a very small motion, focusing on the stretch. So if you jump up in weight too fast, you're not going to feel the muscle the way that I want you to. So I encourage you to take your time learning it. So when you go back, you should almost feel like you're going to fall because the weight is sitting back on your heels. This bar is like the counterbalance, right? So see how I'm like lifting my toes up like that? It should feel like that a lot. I'm exaggerating it, of course, for the sake of this. But when you're down here, you're pushing your heels into the floor and letting your hamstrings do the work. So you're really here and here. You're focused on that heel point because that's when you're driving with your heel, that's how you fire through your hamstrings and glutes. So you should always think about that when you're doing hamstring exercises. Like when you're on a seated ham curl, you should think about your heel driving through. If you have a floppy toe like that, it just like if you learn the proper mechanics to a run or a sprint, that's one of the things they look at and they train because your heel should strike the ground first. That's proper form when you're running or sprinting, and then you fire through after. That's when the knee flexion and quadricep kicks in. But this initial start that drives through the hamstring, it's heel first, and then that drive comes out. So when you have yourself in that proper position, the muscle will work more efficiently. Same thing. Good. 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 Nice and slow. Good. There you go. Just think you're sticking your glutes back as far as you can, and then just letting the bar travel down. Yep. Good. Good. For the sake of the workout, I don't want to try to push you up with weight on this, because if you're doing wrong, you're just going to feel it all in your erectors and behind your knee, which is not what I want. Like I said, some guys can deadlift a lot of weight and have really, really strong legs and strong backs, but then you try to teach them an RDL, and it takes them a long time to figure out the right way to do it without muscling it up. So now, that being said, I've also seen some guys do RDLs with 315 super strict. I think I might have saw Hunter Labrada doing that. That's a lot to do. Romanian.
That's really heavy. Yeah.
So learning to do these right, male or female. I used to think all my bikini competitors learn how to do RDLs the right way. Makes a very, very big difference, because everything is always the flexion always comes from behind the knee. So it's easy to focus on this part of the muscle. Like when you're doing it, oh, it's burning, it's burning. It's really tough to get that focus all the way up here in that tie-in area. So this stretching motion is putting a load of weight right on that point. So you're targeting that area more. Now, there's a lot of variations that I see people do now in the gym. I've seen people line up in the Smith machine and do them like that. I've seen people do one-legged variations of them. That's all okay. But this is literally what I was doing when I was growing the most. So that's the purpose of all these workouts. One more time through it. Good. 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 All right, nice and slow. All the motion comes through your hips. Just keep your knees soft knee, but don't worry about bending them. Just keep it soft, and then your hips just come straight back. There you go. Good. Good. Good, bro. Good. Nice. Good. get some water, take a few real deep breaths. This is how you get into a leg workout real fast. So I started doing this, and I used to train with some beasts back in the day when I lived in Connecticut. And this was one of the things that we really loved to do. So you start out with just 245s, right? 145 on each side. So the way that we used to do it, and I'll explain how I'll do it solo. The way that we used to do it was that we had a group of guys. There was usually 4 of us. And there was multiple leg presses, 2 guys on each leg. You start out with 1 on each side. So I go, I bust out 15. The next guy goes, he busts out 15, right? Then we each put a 45 on each side, 15, 15, put another 45 on, 15, 15, put another 45 on. Usually, like in my prime, that we would often get up to the 7 to 9 plate range. And you're accomplishing all of that in a matter of a few minutes. Then once you can't hit 15, you will do it backwards to failure. So for him, what since he's going by himself, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my time putting the plates on for him, and that'll be the rest period that he gets. So he'll probably hit that wall a little faster, and then we'll back it out.
I never get up, right?
What's that? I'll just stay in there. Yeah.
Okay.
So at the beginning of the season, you can do this 100 times. You know what I mean? But it catches up to you fast. This will get you warmed up real fast. It gets the blood going real fast. Now, as far as your feet positioning, I honestly don't even care where you put them. The wider your stance is, the more you're going to feel it in through your inner thigh. You're going to get a little bit more ham glute drive. If you put your feet real close together, that's the hardest way to do it. It's a little bit more quad focused, a little rough around the knees. My suggestion is to take a moderate stance and not worry about it. If you watch videos that I've done over the years, I've made people do all kinds of different variations of the stance, but I would just stick to where you feel the most comfortable when you get into shenanigans like this in the gym. All right, so just 15. 15 is easy. Good. 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 10, 11, 12, 13. One more. Good racket. Now you're by yourself, you just pop up, throw the plate on real quick. Or if you get somebody that wants to help you out, I'd much rather do this on a leg press. And I see these guys leg pressing like 20 plates on each leg. It's actually harder putting all the weights on and off than actually doing the leg press. Challenge yourself like this with the volume fast go. Watch how fast you can't move the weight anymore. Good. 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 2 more. 1 more. Good. Go. Come on. Good. 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 And stop. Now it's when it's going to start getting a little funky in here now. Go. Good. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Get another one on. Go. Come on. 11, 12, 13, 14. Good. Good. You're still getting it, so we gotta still keep going up. Grab one from over here. Good. 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 Come on. Anything you can do. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. Come on. Another one. Another one. Last one. There you go. Rocket. That was a brutal set, right? Oh. Now we're going to start going down. Go. Let's go. Good. 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 Come on. The other one. One more. Okay, keep it. There you go. There you go. You can do all the rest of these sets.
Yeah.
Okay, racket. There you go. I respect them. I respect it. Go. Good. 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 Come on. Another one. Come on. One more racket. Good. Go. Good. 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 Come on. Come on. Give me one more. Come on. Right up. Good. Last set. We're not even going to bother with that lightweight at the end. Just give me what you can get with here. Let's go. Come on. Good. Good. Come on. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Good job. Very good. Woo! That's a challenge right there. He did awesome. You got to dig deep on something like this. So what happens is your lungs start to burn so bad. It's hard to get the air in. The lactic acid buildup is so intense that the weight becomes so unbearably heavy, even as you're going back down in the drop sets. It's like your muscles just don't want to go anymore. But this is a great confusion technique to throw in. It's really cool to do it on the leg press. You know, there's certain exercises that you could do this type of thing on. Hamstring, for instance. But the leg press for legs, man, I love doing it on here because you don't have to worry about balancing anything on your back. It's just literally just how much can you push? How long can you take the breathing for? You know, because the breathing I find is the hardest thing when you get into those deep sets like that. Very good.
Yeah, you guys are sick fucks.
And this kid, we're adults now, haven't talked to him in years. Jeff Wazda used to drive down from the Boston area to the Powerhouse Gym in Brookfield, where Justin O'Donnell used to train there too. Shout out to Justin O'Donnell, just got his pro card. And he was a champion power lifter. He was a 242 power lifter. Awesome squat. He had I think, an 850-pound squat. And he would drive down and hit legs, and we would do this. Not on this leg press, actually. We had a Star Trek leg press. Star Trek, very good leg press. And like I said, we would work up to like 9 plates like that and then go all the way down. But me and him used to go at it at the end. When we would get to this set at the end, it was like the first day that he did 100. I was like, well, I have to do more than 100. And we had a couple of workouts where like we went up to like 150, and then it was just like crazy, you know, like I like doing that many reps where guys used to come in and they'd literally be like laying on the floor afterwards. But you know, those were some of the best workouts I ever had in my life at that gym. I miss those days. Those were fun days. Guys from Canino used to drive up sometimes. So you know, this is a completely unorthodox thing to do, but he just accomplished so much. So now what I would be doing is now I go into my favorite exercise to move weight on, which is the hack squat, which we actually don't have at this gym. When I was putting this gym together, I couldn't find the one that I wanted, but I have an awesome pendulum squat that we're going to use. So pendulum squat is just going to fry your quads. This machine is not forgiving. Oh, it's very hard. When I got out of prison, I came in here, and my first day, I was really humbled. My first leg workout in here, I literally just did a 10 on each side, and I was like, man, I got a lot of work to do. But the cool thing with the pendulum squat is your back is supported, it's pure quad. Now you can, of course, change your feet positioning around to see what feels the most comfortable, but a couple tips for the pendulum squat. Just like anything else, your foot positioning is going to change the stress, right? So a very narrow foot positioning with feet lower is going to be more like a sissy squat, which is going to really target over the knee quite a bit. It may feel a little uncomfortable for some of you. Whereas a little wider, a little more balanced out, you'll get a little bit overall leg focus with this. So for the sake of this, I'll just do it right here. Before you start, right, you take your safety off, take a deep breath and push your lower back into this pad. This is very important. You want to keep that back positioning really, really locked in. And the stronger you are locked in place, the stronger you're going to feel as you go down. So I always take my time, I lock myself in, and then once I'm ready, I take a deep breath, and I go all the way down, right? Oh, my knees are achy today. So don't be afraid to go all the way down. So when I go all the way down, I take a deep breath. You know, I'm not sitting down here like this. This is not how you're going to do the reps, but I just want to show that it's okay to go all the way down like this. You go all the way down. When you're approaching the bottom, you fire through your heel and just drive all the way back up, right? So, you know, if your feet are all the way down here, it's going to be more like a sissy squat, which we don't want. So you're in here. Once you get to the bottom, drive back up. Nice and smooth.
I had it. You know, I had like the mucus in the back of my throat.
All right, so the first set, I just want you to do 10 with no weight, and just feel it out, because obviously you're not used to doing these after that. This is a feeler set. If you want, you can even do 8 with no weight. And then we'll decide what we're going to do as far as weight after that. But it's going to feel a lot different after what you just did.
Okay.
You always do it with your feet that low?
Yeah, I try to.
Okay.
I think like right now, my quads feel destroyed, so it's a little bit harder. Like I try to always be under that line.
See, I usually do it right under that third line from the top.
This one?
Yeah. How do you feel there?
That feels a little bit better. Like I feel like I can squat better, like easier.
Yeah, keep it there. The lower you go, the harder it's going to be. But as long as your knee is flexed like that, you're working your quad hard. And you can see his quads have a lot of blood in them already.
I think that's fair.
So, look, I want you to do, 10 to 12 reps. So I don't want you to. What do you want to start out with? Like 25?
You say, yeah. I think that's better. If I try to gauge the weight, I feel like subconsciously.
Well, I mean, I know what you can do on a normal day, but this is not a normal day. So, we'll work up to it.
Okay. All right, right now?
Yep. 10 reps. If you can do more, don't. Just do 10 reps. Good. 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 One more. One more. Good job. Good. So this is kind of like, for me, the bread and butter exercise. So this is where you give yourself, adequate rest. And by adequate, I mean like 90 seconds to 2 minutes, not 5 minutes.
Oh, thank fucking God.
But this is where I want you to be able to give it all you got. I don't want you to be out of breath getting into it on this one. So, get your water, take your breath, do what you got to do. He was already warmed up, when I got here, so he's ready for everything I'm throwing at him today. At least that's what I believe. This pendulum squat's hard. They're all hard. Some of them are harder than others. This one is part. How you feeling?
Great.
You got a lot of blood in your legs already. You can see it.
Yeah. I feel great.
All right, we're going for 10 again. Like I said, if you can do more, don't.
Okay.
Just go for that 10.
All right. Got it.
All right. Good. 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 Come on. Halfway done. Come on. Good. Good. Come on, bro. All right, almost there. Let's go. Come on. Come on. 8. You got 2 more. Come on. You got it. All right. One more, bro. Nice. Good job, bro. Hell yeah. Real good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Very good. Halfway done. You got 2 more sets. We'll do that weight again for another set. See, doing the leg press like that first makes this considerably harder. It's a hard exercise anyway. makes it way harder. So I'd rather see you take an exercise and pre-exhaust and make it harder than just putting it in the beginning when you're fresh. You know, my first, I'm going to tell you right now, this was my workout for until I was 25, 26 years old. Lying hamstring curls, seated hamstring curls, standing single leg hamstring curls, squats, 4 sets of 10, hack squats, 4 sets of 10, leg press, 4 sets of 10, leg extensions. Maybe I'd go to 15s on those. And I went as heavy as I could every workout. And I was strong and I had decent legs. But if anything, my legs were not as good as my upper body. And when I started getting into varying the volume and doing a lot in a short amount of time, pre-exhausting, I would still squat on occasion, but I would do it later in the workout. So I was using way less weight, but I was doing more reps, so it was brutal. That's the stuff that made my legs really, really grow. How you feeling?
My legs are super pumped. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like my body weight alone is like 200 pounds.
Good. Yeah.
All right.
You got this. Come on. And again. Come on. Good. 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 Come on. Good. Good. Come on. Grind them out. You're almost done. Come on. Come on. One more. Come on. Good. You got one more set. This will be the hardest set of the day. It's all smooth sailing after that. We'll get into some Bulgarian split squats after this. Finish off sitting down on the leg extension. That's no big deal. This will be the big one right here. How you feeling?
Really tired. Tired.
Get your air in.
Yeah. It's not even so much that I'm tired, it's my legs are so pumped.
Yeah. That's what happens. If you do that, what I just had you do on the leg press before everything else, right? Especially if you're warmed up with all that ham exercises first, you're gonna get so crazy pumped that it's gonna be hard to walk.
Yeah.
But it's awesome having that much blood in your lower body, especially if you're eating enough food to support it. It's very important. I had to, back when I was training, when I was competing and training hard like this on my leg days, I had to have no food at all in my body for at least 90 minutes before these workouts. Like I could eat and then go train chest and everything else, but if I had food in my system, like within 90 minutes of the workouts, my stomach would feel so crap. And it'd be battling to not throw up. And people are like, oh, you're not training hard if you don't puke. You don't want to puke. That's the last thing you want to be doing. Counterproductive. So I just made sure I loaded up in my meals earlier. So I had it in me to go. But when you're done with this, and sometimes when you train like this, it's hard to eat when you're done because you got to let your stomach settle for a while after.
Yeah.
Keep it 10s without me having to pull it or anything. So I want this set to be the hardest set.
Okay.
Ready to rock?
Yeah, like 10 seconds.
Okay.
My head.
No, you're good.
I feel like all the blood left my brain.
It's on your legs.
Lots.
Wow. Last one, bro. Come on. Come on. You got this. Let's go. Deep breath before you go. Stay tight. Right up. Good. Come on. Right up. Nice. Come on. Right up. Good. Right up. Good. Come on. Right up. Good. Come on. Right up. Good. Keep going. You're almost done, man. Come on. You gotta get done. Come on. Nice. Keep going. Come on. Push. Finish it. Bracket. It's fine. You hit that 8. So that wasn't him bitching out. That was him. His legs gave out. I grabbed it right there. So that's a true failure set right there. I ain't gonna pull him through because I actually grabbed it quite a bit. He was stuck. So that's true failure. That's how you do it. Good job. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I just gotta like crawl it off real quick. All right, I'm good. Just that initial bend, man. Oh.
Split squats. So I'm going to show you guys a beginner little trick that you can do. The key is to get yourself to not have to do this. So the first time that you do this, you've never done these before. So we're focusing on one leg at a time, right? So if I'm going to be performing the exercise with my right leg first, I'm going to step forward, right? Get yourself a foam roller or something to use for bouts, okay? So we're going over beginner technique. So your leg is going to go back on this bench, right? You're going to step into position. Now, the farther forward you step and the bigger the step is, the more it's going to be getting glute involvement. And if you have a very narrow stance, or excuse me, very close stance, it's going to be more real quad focused. So take your time, get yourself on here, and you can use this to balance, right? So basically, you're just going to drop that back knee down, and then you're going to push through your heel, push up. So you can use this to balance yourself. Now, as you get better, get rid of this. And as you get really advanced, you learn to hold a weight in your hand while you do it. So we'll start out with no weight and just let him do a set because his legs are going to be fried. They're going to be hard. Now, you want to keep your posture really strict when you do these. So as you're dropping this leg that's on the bench going down, right? I always tell people, think about dropping this leg first instead of just lunging forward. It'll be easier to maintain that posture because you don't want to start leaning over your leg when you do it. You want to stay nice and tall. For 10 to 12 on each leg.
All right.
And for today, we're gonna do 3 working sets. So first time you guys go through this on the main, the bread and butter exercise is 4 working sets. This you can work yourself up to, if you start getting into a crazy zone, you can work yourself up to 5 sets. 4 is a good spot. But we're gonna do 3 today since we went so hard over there. We already accomplished a lot, and then we're gonna move on to the leg extension after. But now we're gonna get in this unilateral work to really make sure we're focusing on each leg, working out imbalances.
Okay.
And you're just going to do them slow and strict. And you can feel a nice burn through your quad when you do these.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Good. 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 Your other leg. Come on, you got these. Good. 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 One side feel better or worse than the other?
Yeah. This side, I feel like I can't even go down because there's so much blood in my back leg that it's stopping me from like stretching. And this one is tighter for sure.
Yeah, you got a lot of blood in there.
Yeah.
You know, this is forcing the muscle to grow. It's forcing so much blood in there that has no choice but to grow. Come on. Good. 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 Come on, you got it. There you go. Good. Now, if you do this exercise, let's say you really like this exercise, you want to do it on a day that you can really focus on it and you're not doing all this other crazy stuff. Explore different foot positionings so you can feel how much different you can change the focus. Because when you're really far forward, right? When you're really far forward and you're really sitting into it, you can really target your glutes a lot with this. And it's really a great way to work out imbalances. Most people have a dominant side, or sometimes they have a side, even if you're right-handed, your dominant side doesn't have to be your strong side. In my case, because of my back injury and then the sports hernia, this left leg, I have atrophied it quite a bit. So I'm doing a lot of targeted stuff to make sure that I'm not overloading one side. And you can feel when you start doing this stuff, if you really feel like, wow, my one leg is a lot weaker than the other, then it's good that you're doing this stuff so you can work out those imbalances. One more time. See, he's so tired that we did so much in that amount of time that even doing it the beginner way with support is crippling hard. Good. 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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank God for the foam roller.
Mm-hmm. Good. Good, bro. Over here. All right, so continuing with the single leg exercises because we want to get that unilateral focus, as the science guys say. I'm going to have him alternate his legs. So instead of just doing one leg at a time, we're going to alternate them, like if you're doing alternating bicep curls. So the alternating leg extension, I want him to make sure the weight is light enough where he can do it with the right form and not be jerking it around. So we're going to start conservative. I always start with my weaker leg, which is my left leg, right? So you're locked in, you're in the full stretch down here. Come all the way up, squeeze, come all the way back down, take it with the other leg, squeeze, back down, and alternate through, okay? Minimum of this is going to really finish him off now. We're going to get a lot of blood in here. Come on, let's wait.
Hold on. Okay. Yeah, it's fabulous.
Go. Come on. Cool. All the way up. Come on, all the way up.
It's not that I'm like not strong enough. It's that it literally won't go.
He's done. I'm going to make you work through it though anyway.
Okay.
Good. 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 Keep going. I'm going to finish him off. Good. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Come on. Come on. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Good. Good. Good.
Come on.
Last one. Good. So instead of doing these, yeah, because his legs are fried out. So there's no point of pushing him into a zone where he can't complete the reps on his own. I know over the years, people have enjoyed watching stuff like that. Maybe it looks cool in a video to see somebody get killed like that, but it's counterproductive if you get to that point when you can't complete the reps anymore. So we're going to do one more set. I'm going to let you catch your breath for a minute, but instead of doing the single legs, we're going to do both legs together because I really want to make sure that we prioritize the full execution of the rep. So we'll keep the weight light. We're going to do both of his legs together where he'll feel way stronger. And I want him to just work through the full range of motion and really squeezing them hard at the top. But you can rest a little longer because this is going to be the last set of the day. Good, bro.
You know, I have never like quit and worked out before in my life. This is probably the closest I've come to really like being like, yo, I'm done.
Good workout. Almost as good as the legendary Jason Genova leg workout from when I first moved down here. Almost as good.
Like this is just
I know. Make sure you get some salt in you after this too. All right, this is it. Last set. Make your legs go all the way up to extension. Come on. Good. All the way up. Come on, you can go higher than that. There you go. All the way up. Come on. Good. Good. Go down farther though. Now all the way up. Good. 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 Come on. Come on. Good. 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 Haters will say I'm helping him. You're good.
Okay.
That was an awesome workout. Two different schools of thought for the way that you can approach your legs. You can do one all-out quad day. You can do one all-out ham day, keep them separated. Or you can take the best of all of them and make one total lower body day, which is what I like to do. I rest on Sunday. Sunday's a rest day. It's an eat day. I've done this literally since I was 21 years old, maybe. Back then, I used to train every day. Finally, someone said, rest on the Sabbath, at least. So I started resting on the Sabbath. That's what it's for. And I would come in on Monday, most important day of the week, and wreck legs. You're fresh. You're full of food. And the rest of the week is all downhill after this, because there's nothing that you're going to do in the week is going to be as hard as what you just did in this leg workout, and smooth sailing after that. And get it out of the way fresh. It's the best way to do it. Plus, everybody does chest on Monday anyway. So you got all the leg stuff to yourself. It's beautiful. How you feeling?
Dead. Inside, I can't think. I can't do nothing right now. That was really hard. It was really, really, really hard. Whew. Like I can't even extend my legs.
It's good stuff, man.
Now I know why my legs are not getting bigger.
Listen, I used to tell people, and I'm not even trying to be funny, do not try to have sex on leg day, because no matter what you think, you're gonna cramp up really bad. You might think, oh, I'm recovered. It could be 7 hours later. You're not doing any of the work. You're just relaxing. Just tell your girl, your wife, whatever. Can't do it. A couple times, I would like be like, maybe I can do it. Always ended up bad. Your core will cramp. Your hamstrings are going to cramp in the middle of it. It's the worst. Just after you do this, just take it easy. Hydrate, eat, take it easy.
Yeah. That's all I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go to sleep. I'm going to go home, eat some food. And just pass out.
Sleep. That was good, man. Really good.
My legs feel huge right now. Like my legs never look like that.